Good evening. Hello there. Hello there, and welcome back to Sleepy Scions, our peaceful corner of Eorzea where we slow things down and savor every step of the journey through our Final Fantasy XIV Let's Play. We read every quest, take in the lore, and let the story unfold at its own gentle pace. So grab yourself a nice warm blanket, a drink, take your shoes off, and let's settle in. And as always, while we're here together, a little reminder to take care of yourselves. Drink water, call your friends, get some sleep, take care of your body and your mind, because you matter. And I'm glad you're here. So let's get comfy and let's get started with our Warrior of Light, Julia Gabagool. Oh, let me get settled in here. Let me settle in. Getting settled in, yeah. Boom, 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 boom. Bum 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 bum. Is there any game in existence over the course of longevity that Final Fantasy has that has a better soundtrack? I mean, I can't think of anything. All right, so where we left off, we were kind of catching up on some blue quests. Following the end of A Realm Reborn, including finding that there are beast tribes that are re-summoning their respected primals in a more powerful form, now that they don't have to worry about the ultimate weapon. And we have since defeated Ifrit and Garuda. And we've also found that there is a new primal named Odin, who's somewhere in the Dark Shroud, or the Black Shroud. And right now we are at the gates of the good King Magomag XII in Thornmarch, because the Mughals have since called him down from the heavens. So I guess we have to defeat him. It's just Primal City here is what we're doing these days. Primal, primal, primal. I need to move this. How do I? HUD. We're gonna throw that up here. Save. There. Now we can read everything. Now everything can be read. A random stoner. Hello, random stoner. Alright, let's get everyone together and let's hit one button and kill them all. One bottle of Skelkin blood. Not worth. Anything else? Another bottle. Skelkin blood. Another bottle of Skelkin blood. And yet another bottle of Skelkin blood. I wonder if it's the swollen jiggas that have those. Is there anything that the glowflies drop? Here's a jumping. Nothing. Now let's kill a swollen. It seems the swollens are the ones that have... Alright, let's kill this one again. Oh, it's not 100%. Oh, there's a scale coming from jumping. Is there anything that glowflies drop? We have 7 of those. Ooh, I have a pet. Can I get a Q to pop? I would like to kill the great Muggle Mog the 12. I wonder if these Scale Cannon Bloods are worth anything. Oh, thank goodness. The Weeboo police are currently not here. Oh, 300. Was that worth? Raptor Shank. 164. Raptor Skin. 780. Mudstone. Worthless. Pearl Meat. Almost worthless. Garlean Rubber. Worthless. Eft Tail. Worthless. Raptor Sinew. 498. Cooking sherry. Batwing. Sell. 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 Beastkin blood. Tradecraft. I wonder if there's anything here I can buy. Feathers are cute. Ooh. A weapon. Where's the book? There. All right, Great King Mogolmog. This is Halloween. This is Halloween. This is Halloween. 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 Kupo, who in the heaven hells are they? Meddling adventures, I wager. Moggle's arms. Margot's guard to arms. Defend the king, Kupo. Oh shit, there he is. Ow. Good King Muggle Muggle, good King Mug. Did you miss? Bum ba bum. $75. I could use that. I'm leaving. Yay. Oh shit, I missed that. You did it, Kupo, you did it. Good King Mogomog 12, may his mighty soul rest in peace, is no more. I shudder to think what might have happened had you not stopped the Muggles Guard when you did. Thank you, Julia. Perhaps now they'll come to their senses and stop playing at fairy tales. Rest assured that the chieftain will have choice words for them, too. You should go and tell Puckney Pock that the king is no more, Kupo. She's with Rayo at Camp Tranquil and can relay the news to the chieftain. Toodaloo. All right, I'm going to open this. This is an adorable book. Love that. We killed good King Muggle Muggy, good King Mug. Do I dare believe my ears? Good King Mongomong XII, may his magnificent virtues serve as an example to us all, has fallen? All Mugglekind owes you a kind debt. Owes you a debt, Kupo. Ah, and I sense Rayao wishes to congratulate you as well. I shall let you two speak without fear of interruption. Of the properties of primals, Rayos and I wish to congratulate you on your victory over Good King Mongomong XII. Your bravery and service to the 12 Wooded Muggles shall not be forgotten, Julia. My sister will doubtless wish to hear the tale of this great victory from the mouth of the woman responsible. Pray return to the Lotus Strand and treat her to a full account of the day's events, while the details are yet fresh in your mind. To the Lotus Strand. Wait, I think I need to go back to the Waking Sands real quick. Titan. Shilla would entrust you with the titanic task of defeating a greatly strengthened Titan. So both Ifrit and Garuda are now vanquished by your hands. Truly you have earned yourself a rest. Would that you had the luxury of time to enjoy it. It pains me to say that Titan is also returned, and with a vengeance. As was the case with his primal brethren, he has grown stronger than he was before. When I went about my investigation, all indications suggested that the kobolds were nowhere near ready to resume their summoning rites. But it turns out they were deceiving us. I should have known better. The kobolds' subterranean domain runs deep, and they can easily hoard crystals with our being none the wiser. And a vast hoard it must have been. Till now, Garuda was the most powerful among the three recently active primals, but according to our latest readings, Titan has usurped that honor. A primal's might is determined by two factors: the amount of crystals it has gorged upon and the fervor of its believers. I would like nothing more than to measure precisely how strong the Lord of Crags has become, but I fear the time for such prudence has run out. We have already received an official request for assistance from the Maelstrom, and as you might expect, it is addressed to you. For your previous encounter with Titan, we traveled to Demence by way of the Aetheryte first discovered by the Company of Heroes. Sad to say, this Aetheryte no longer seems to respond. But do not despair, for the Maelstrom has reportedly found another in its place. You will want to speak with Commander Riki at the Maelstrom Command for the details. I cannot stress this enough, but Titan has grown fearsome strong. See to it you spare no preparation. All right, we are going home. Alrighty. To the maelstrom. What does this guy have? I think that's a Beast Tribe quest. Ah, Private Capicola, your presence is most welcome. I am chagrined that we must turn to you again to lay Titan low. No doubt this is yesterday's news to you, but the Lord of Crags has returned more ferocious and formidable than he was before. We cannot fathom how the kobolds were able to obtain such vast stores of crystal, and in so short a time. We will learn the answer in the coming moons, I suspect, but first things first, we need you to vanquish Titan before he and the kobolds have a chance to wreak havoc on Limsa Lominsa. You have felled the primal before, and we believe you can emerge victorious once more. We've learned of a new aetheryte that will take you to the navel. It's situated deep within Ugamaru mines, not the most convenient of locations, admittedly, so you'll have to cut yourself a path. Please make all haste. Titan's mere presence emboldens the kobolds, and 'tis only a matter of time before they move in force against us. Move in force against us. May the navigator guide you on your way, Private. What's this one? I think that's another Beast Tribe. Alright, we gotta fly. I think we have to fly through here. Could you imagine trying to do this like before when you didn't have flying? It'd be horrible. All right, Titan. Okay, the hard modes don't have insta-queues. So we've learned that for sure. So let's go to the Lotus Strand. I love that umbrella. That's really cool. Really love that. The Elder Seats here is expecting you, madame. Might I show you in? Sure. Julia, you are returned to us, unharmed and victorious. Thus, have I 2 reasons to be glad. Yet many questions remain unanswered. If you would be so kind to oblige me, I wouldn't fain hear all that occurred in Thornmarch. Then it is as we feared. The king really is a primal. But he really isn't, is he? I mean, the Mughals don't worship him, for one thing. He's not even a god to them. That doesn't sound like any primal I've ever heard of. Then mayhap the fault lies with the definition. The fact remains that through a combination of the power contained in crystals and the force of their collective faith, the Mughals called forth a being that by right should not exist. Moreover, when slain, said being left no corpse, the ether which comprised them, instead being scattered into the 4 winds. According to the accepted definition, he may not be a primal, but the mode of his manifestation was in every respect the same, which means Ascians, the whole business reeks of their handiwork. Koopopo. They said it was a masked man who had taught them how years ago, but Gordania has no shortage of masked men, and I never thought to question. Confound it all. How many more will they ensnare with their tainted gifts? Too many, I fear. So long as there are paragons to stir the embers, fools to build the pyre, and crystals to feed the flames, ever and again shall we suffer primal visitation. A somber thought, but a salutary one. My heartfelt thanks, Julia. Already the information you have provided has proven invaluable. The Grand Serpent Marshal and I have much to discuss. Oh, before you do, my lady, I was hoping we might finish discussing that other matter. The matter of which you speak has even now been settled. The Scions shall not want for support. We shall be glad to send additional supplies to Revenant's Toll. We knew we could count on you, my lady. While Eda and I remain to discuss the particulars of our arrangement with the Elder Seedseer, mayhap you could return to the Waking Sands and apprise the antecedent of all that has transpired? Alright, pray return to the Waking Sands. One of these days, we'll get to do Titan. All right. It is good to see you hale and healthy, Julia. I received word from Ida and Papi Limo that you had felled Good King Mongol Mog 12, but I had hoped to hear your version of the tale. So it was as they said, summoned with the same methods used by the beast tribes and taught by the Ascians. Though unfortunate, this incident did at least serve to remind the elder Seedseer of our usefulness. Her offer of additional support could not have come at a better time. My thanks, Julia. The Gifted. The time has come at last to leave Vesper Bay, and Menvilia would apprise you of the final details of the move. Owing to the tireless efforts of all concerned, we are at long last ready to bid farewell to Vesper Bay. So as to avoid drawing undue attention, we shall make the journey to Revenant's Toll in small groups, departing at irregular intervals. Lest you doubt, it is still my intention to conduct future operations openly, but on this particular occasion the need for caution overrides all other concerns. To move north as one ponderous caravan would only serve to invite attack. It would seem only right that I should be the last to leave. I would have you remain with me until the end, Julia. Upon my departure, the Waking Sands will formally cease to be our headquarters, and the premises will be given into the care of Urianger. I had thought to relinquish the property, but he was quite adamant, and I had not the heart to disagree. These walls have borne witness to some of the brightest and darkest memories of our order's history. Mayhap it is best that we do not forsake them entirely. Urianger should remain here and devote his energies to studying the nature of primals. By the grace of the 12, he will one day discover the permanent solution that we have sought for so long. Of course, he will not be alone. Alize shall continue to work closely with him as well. That's the first time I've seen Alize's name in the whole game since she left, when she got pissed at Alfino. Should they require our assistance, I have their assurances that they will not hesitate to contact us. Speaking of Urianger, would you inquire of him if any tasks remain undone? I cannot escape the feeling that I have forgotten something important. Okay. So wait, is Alize here? Can I look for Alize? Okay, not that one. Her. Thou art ever welcome, Julia, but I require no assistance. Pray take thy leave unburdened by concern to my well-being. Verily, thy countenance bespeaks a desire to quit this place without further delay. Maybe thou thinkest this chapter of our tale concluded, that these halls should rightly be consigned to the annals of history. In man's eagerness to seize the future, how readily he doth set down the past. Full many a proud pioneer hath bravely stridden into the great unknown, only to find there the banner of his ancestor, faded by the eons, and still man glorieth in his discoveries. 'Tis through his pride that wisdom doth ever give way to ignorance, while they who lurk in shadow remain hidden, lost no sooner than they are found. Urianger? Urianger? What the fuck are you talking about? Be not offended, Julia. Thy conduct hath ever been beyond reproach. Despite thy surpassing strength and all thy many victories, thou hast never been so convinced of thine own greatness as to imagine thyself above the failings of thy forebears. Mayhap it is the echo which hath opened thine eyes to the lessons of history. Would that the same could be said of... Whence came that cry? The solar, 12 for Fend, the antecedent. Uh-oh. Another problem? Julia, you must. Tell me, Louisoix, would you have done the same? Louisoix Levier was a remarkable man, wise beyond mortal measure. Would that I had met him prior to his passing. An Ascian? An Ascian here? How? How readily you see. You are indeed gifted, antecedent. But you are not like the others. Your robes. Gifted but ignorant. Yet I shall not judge you harshly. The fault lies with your forebears. It has been millennia. Mine are the robes of an emissary. Unlike he who came before, I have no quarrel with you. He who you speak of La Habrea? La Habrea is a warrior. He fought. He fell. He may yet learn from his mistakes. Then he is still... Come, I only confirm that which you already know. There is no cessation, no oblivion, only expulsion. You, what are... We are ready when you are, my lady. If there's nothing else. Is something the matter? I feel the same way. After everything that's happened here, it feels strange to leave, but I'm sure we'll get used to Revenant's toll. Well, I'll let you say your goodbyes. Take as long as you like, my lady. We shall depart when you're ready. It is only to be expected. She lacks the gift and the knowledge both. To her, we are indistinct. I do not understand. Shadowless, fleshless, formless, what truth is there in each tale diluted by time and telling? Oops. Knowledge dictates expectation, and expectation colors perception. Thus did she perceive not. So it is with all but a chosen few. Even you, when young, could not yet see with eyes unclouded. You know nothing about me. Nothing. The gift grants you clarity, it grants you focus. With it, you make in time come to see us as we are, rather than this crude approximation. La Habrea did not think so highly of the echo. La Habrea is wrong about a great many things. The echo is indeed a gift, albeit one you have yet to master. And if we did, there would be no strife between our peoples, for we would be of one mind. I leave as I come, in peace, antecedent. May we meet again as friends. Wait, stay where you are. Ah! Mayhap I was indelicate. 'Tis a mercy she shields her children from his grace with such resolve. Was it also by her hand that you survived the ardor? I wonder. Oh, I take it there was no need to explain. Save your concern. He did me no lasting harm. Whatever his intention was, it was not to kill. I heard a cry. What happened? Are you all right? You look faint. Do you need to lie down? I could fetch you a flask of my special tonic. Urianger, send word to the students of Baldessian. Tell them to scour the archives, the forbidden tomes in particular. If there is any reference to an Ascian robed in white, however oblique, I would know of it. An Ascian, my lady? Was that what gave you cause to cry out? I did but moments ago glimpse a figure clad in white set forth from the waking sands, yet Ascians are wont to employ teleportation magics. Why would one be so brazen? I know not and care not. Find him, Julia. Turn every stone in Vesper Bay, if you have to. Pray attend me, Tataru. I'm still waiting. For Hard Titan. Never mind. I don't think this is any different. Ow. Kill the heart. Motherfucker. Well, there goes that. Mother. We did it. It's an upgrade. Right, let's go find the Ascian. Is there any other primal awakening? There's more primals? When the centenary moon did wane, there was sounded a blood-curdling roar. A new primal had aroused. Importance gave us to believe one whose identity yet lieth beneath our ken. By thy hand, 3 primals have since been vanquished, and each returned to the ether. 'Twas observed that tremors foreshadowing this fourth grew in strength, in frequency both. The being doth quicken, and in time it should become a scourge upon the land. Yet even as we pondered a course of action, a benevolent soul did arise, one who shall forestall this threat. Though she be tender in years, she is true of heart and steadfast of resolve. She would solicit thine aid, if thou art willing to proffer it. Lest thou wonder, this maiden is of our order, and did the antecedent straightways consent that thou shouldst assist her, however, so thou mayest. As soon as thou art able, hither to Wineport, where thy petitioner doth await thee even now. Thou shalt for a certainty find her visage strikingly familiar. I can't read Eorzea. It is decided the stance of the Scions must evolve from shifting sand to an unyielding stone. My place, however, is here in the land of unending tragedy. There must I remain until the true nature of the primals is revealed unto me. Many seasons did I toil to fashion a net across this vast realm, a net that catcheth not fish, but nuggets of wisdom more valuable than gold. Yet, even possessed of this hoard of knowledge, I cannot purchase all the keys to the confounding doors that bar my passage. Thus I must presume to unsheath the blade born of light. Thine is the strength and shatter the stoutest barriers, and doth pierce that which obfuscates the impotent gaze of ordinary men. We have not the luxury of time required by my measured scholarly pace, for the adder's nest is astir, hissing with the news of Garuda's return. Her waves have grown ever more violent, ever more destructive. What lieth behind this sudden waxing of power? The answer may well prove a vital piece of the puzzle of the primal's existence. Mine eyes perceive a looming wall of strife, poised to crash down upon our cities with unrestrained fury. For the nonce, you must pacify the Lady of the Vortex. Swiftly now to the Adder's Nest. High Serpent Commander Helux will have details as thou's needed to proceed. I shall await thee at the Waking Sands and pray for thy success. Okay. Even harder primals? It's almost impossible to read Arianje's text. Almost. Just about impossible. There he is. I am told you are the warrior of light, but I would know for myself. I shall walk north, and you may choose to follow. Know, however, that you will be waylaid if you do. You may even perish. Should you survive, we shall speak anon. What kind of test is this? A brutish imp. Follow that Ascian. A gruesome gargoyle. Oh my goodness, how much health does this thing have? I want to speak with the Ascian. Can we kill these things? Thank you. Conjure, conjure. Now talk to me. Bosom buddies. Remarkable, truly remarkable. I thank you for granting me this indulgence. None save she who bested La Habrea could endure such examination. Now it's your turn, bitch. Have the laws of man grown so twisted in my absence that it is now permitted to lay hands upon an emissary? You bore witness to my audience with the antecedent, did you not? Then you know I acted only in self-defense. I realize the same cannot be said of La Habrea. Even amongst his brethren, he is considered unique. Nevertheless, I cannot wholly condemn his misdeeds, for through them we discovered you, one so strong in the gift that she could cast us out. Your mother favors you still, that much is plain, but surely you must feel it. Her influence wanes, and her strength shall soon be spent. These lands, these people, this world, all shall soon change. And it was, so shall it begin, as it should always have been. Doubt my claims and question my motives as you will. Only believe me when I say this. I am a Lidibus, emissary, bearer of the word of the one true God, and we shall meet again. I don't think I like a Lidibus. I don't like Elidibus one bit. All right, let's run over here. Ah, Julia of the Scions. Might have deduced from your stern expression that you have heard the disturbing news. I, Garuda, returns once more to plague our nightmares. I fear this incarnation of the lady is more tempestuous than we ought have yet witnessed. If you are prepared to fight this rolling storm, then I will brief you on what must be done. We first learned of Garuda's return when the primal fell upon the Blue Badgers as they sought to construct a new watchspire. The devastation was absolute. According to the report of the one surviving engineer, Garuda invoked the most horrific gale with but a gesture of her taloned hand. The powerful winds tore apart the half-built tower, crushing the workers and scattering their broken bodies like dolls. By all accounts, appears the Lord of the Vortex has grown stronger with the summoning. She must be stopped before the casualties are allowed to pile any higher. But as you might imagine, the Ixal, eager to please their bloodthirsty goddess, are engaging our troops on every front. I have not the soldiers to spare for a primal hunting expedition. Thus, I sent word to the Scions to beg the aid of proven champions. You and your companions are our best hope for freeing Gardania of this rampaging fiend. I ask that you confront Garuda in her customary domain, the Howling Eye. Such a titanic conflict is best confined to Ixali lands. Wouldn't you agree? Though I imagine the Birdmen have since made adjustments to their crystal, the Beastmen Aetherite found within the Netalin remains the surest means of entrance. May the 12th strengthen your arm, Julia. I have to re-attune. Up, and away. The Howling Eye Extreme. I wonder if that's tough. I'll have to do that later. Alizé. It has been a wild adventure. As I recall, my brother Alfino took the liberty of introducing us when first and last we met. But for the sake of propriety, Alizé Leveilleur, I thank you for coming. I have heard much and more of your exploits. By your hand, the Black Wolf is slain and his ultimate weapon destroyed. You are possessed of great strength and courage, that much is plain. I shall have need of one such as you if I am to see my mission through to its conclusion. As you may be aware, the violence of Dalamid's fall changed not only the face of the realm, but also the base of the realm. Specifically, it played havoc with the etheric currents, creating vast confluences of ether below the surface. Among other phenomena, this led to the formation of subterranean caverns at key points of stress. One such cavern lies beneath the Castrum Occident and extends only to the gods nowhere. Despite appearances, Castrum Occident is as much a research facility as it is a fortress. Gaius Van Belsar chose the site for no other reason than to probe the caverns without interference. As you went about vanquishing the returned primals, I observed a repeating wave pattern in the ether, corresponding exactly to the dates which were reported to have felled Ifrit, Titan, and Garuda. Upon closer examination, it became clear that these unique waveforms emanated from deep beneath the before-mentioned stronghold. Crucially, I recorded the same pattern during the recent celebrations and have since been given to understand that this phenomenon bears a disquieting similarity to one observed shortly prior to the calamity. 5 years ago, my grandfather invoked the power of the 12 that he might contain Bahamut. Alas, his efforts failed, and he vanquished together with his foe. I would know the truth of what transpired that day, of Godfather's fate, and of the metamorphosis that swept across the land. In casting light upon these mysteries, we will find a way to cure what ails this world. It is my belief that the answers I seek lie hid within the depths of the cavern. I would have you accompany me on an expedition to find them, Julia. If truth be told, I am not wont to rely upon others, and have thus far handled matters alone. Yet I am not blind to my limitation. Unescorted, I cannot hope to succeed in this endeavor. I swore that I would find a way to restore peace to Eorzea. If you desire the self-same, then aid me, as you aided my brother and the Scions. I am in your debt. You are a woman of action, and I sense that we will accomplish much together. But let us not waste any more time. As I mentioned, Castrum Occident straddles the cavern I wish to explore. If I am to have hope of reaching it alive, I will need you to infiltrate the stronghold first and locate a path into the depths. Once you have done so, pray return your success. The Storm Private Jabronka. You may Jabronka. You may consider her my assistant here in Wineport. I have every faith that you will not fail me. 12 speed your way, Julia. What can I do here? Nothing. Alrighty. Primal Awakening complete. I've been expecting you, Julia. By your coming, I take it you have successfully located the cavern entrance inside Casham Occidents, so that is where to be found. Marvelous. Oh, but allow me to properly introduce myself. Jabronka is my name, and it is my honor to serve Lady Alize, though for reasons of convenience, at present I also serve the Maelstrom. This uniform accords me certain privileges, you see, in particular ready access to the Maelstrom's regional scouting reports. They provide a wealth of local knowledge, including information on secret passages. But enough about me. I shall notify Lady Alize of your discovery, that she may prepare for the expedition. Though I don't doubt your abilities, none can say what dangers lurk beneath Castrum Occident. For my lady's sake, as well as your own, please spare neither preparation nor caution. Pray choose your companions well. On the binding coils. That was the raid, right? Thank the gods you've returned, Julia. After you left, I began to worry that I might have sent you to your doom. I take it our visitor proved elusive? Beg pardon, he was waiting for you? What did you do? What did he say? As it was, so shall it be again? Of what does he speak, and of what exactly? The words of this Elidibus portend much but reveal nothing, save perhaps a measure of disdain for La Habrea. I had hoped for answers, but it seemed I shall have to be content with a wealth of additional questions. Venphilia has a final favor to ask of you. We are going to pause here because I am a sleepy boy. So thank you for watching. This part of our Sleepy Scions Final Fantasy XIV Let's Play. Um, we will be back continuing our move from the Waking Sands to the Rising Stones, and we will see where that journey continues to take us. So, with that, I want to wish you all a good night, sleep tight, and we will see you next time.